Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Christian Spirituality here at Chapelwood United Methodist Church. My name is Haley Brown. I'm on staff here with the center. Our pastors, Michael and Rachel Sharetti, are out of town on vacation, and so you are blessed this morning by my presence. And Peter's presence and the quartet's presence, and our very own Noel Dennison, who's retired clergy, leading you guys in worship this morning. And we are blessed by your presence as well. Whether you're here in this room or watching with us online, we are very glad that you are here. As we get started this morning, I'd like to invite you to close your eyes for a moment and bring yourself and your attention into this space here. You might take a couple of deep breaths into your belly. I want to invite you to find maybe a physical posture of presence and openness, but also an inner posture of presence and openness, so that you might receive all that God has in store for you this morning.
Gentle us, O compassionate one, that we tread the earth lightly and with grace, spreading peace, goodness, and love without harm to any creature. For in gentle serenity is strength and assurance. Confusion and suspicion find no home here. In all things may we be grateful, our hearts open to joy. Gentle us, O compassionate one, that we tread the earth lightly and with grace, spreading peace, goodness, and love without harm to any creature. For in gentle serenity is strength and assurance. Confusion and suspicion find no home here. In all things may we be grateful, our hearts open to joy.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
As I reach the end of myself, I find fullness in you, fullness in you. And though grief has broken my heart, divine light shines through. Divine light shines through. As I walk the world with gentle grace, I see the strength of love. As I seek to live in righteousness, your presence is enough. As my heart is open and still, I see you in all things. I see you in all things. As I lay my anger aside, my heart softly sings. My heart softly sings. And when love and truth require my all, my joy will not be lost. For the hope of heaven fills my heart, a joy that's worth the cost.
Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the gentle ones, the earth is theirs. Blessed are those in whom the hidden one has emerged from the heart, the gentle and still self. They will receive the abundance that grasping never can. Blessed are the ones who move through the world as I do, gentle, humble. They will inherit the earth which can never be possessed. Blessed are those in whom the Mother Spirit has done her gentling work. They will receive the earth she has always loved and brooded over as a gift, as delight, as home. As we continue moving through the Beatitudes, last week we talked about blessed are those who mourn, and my mind went to Miss Havisham from Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I did not expect to be the person who always mentions Charles Dickens from the front. However, as soon as I read Blessed are the Meek for this week, my mind went to David Copperfield. Anyone? Charles Dickens writes of a character in David Copperfield called Uriah Heep. He is this manipulative gentleman, characterized by exaggerated, cloying expressions, saying, I'm really humble, I'm so meek, I'm humble, I'm meek, I'm meek. His words make him sound submissive. But Uriah Heep hides deep greed and malice, and in the novel, he blackmails his employer. Charles Dickens paints this man as grotesque, with reptilian features to reflect his inner corruption. He's pale, thin-faced, with clammy hands that continually twist and writhe as he says, I'm meek, I'm meek. He squirms and bows, and his mock humility is a front and a weapon to kind of disarm those around him as he tries to climb the social ladder through any means necessary. Uriah Heep does not fall in the blessed are the meek category, just in case you wondered. I looked up synonyms for meek this week: mild, gentle, docile, humble, unassuming, self-effacing, submissive, timid, yielding. Are you hearing yourself described yet? Merriam-Webster gives this definition for meek: not having or showing any feelings of superiority, self-assertiveness, or showiness. One of the overarching themes of my childhood, for some reason, was the pressure to not think too highly of myself. There was good intention behind it to not be big-headed or boastful. But what was intended to simply be a warning turned into a message of self-doubt and a desire to blend in to survive. As the proverb says, it's the nail that sticks up that gets hammered down. That also does not fit into the meek category. So I guess we need to try and work out what does. The Greek word here is praus, and it typically means trained. It refers to like a regulated temper, or in the context of animals, horses who are praus are horses that have been trained, have been tamed. As Michael says, it's the mother spirit of God that gently, praus, trains us. Like a wild horse that learns to trust its rider, our hearts are gentled. We loosen our grip on power, and we surrender our own instinct to fight or to flee. We slowly try and become less reactive and more contemplative. The Hebrew words for meek, which Michael, if he were here, would go into in great detail, are ani and anav, and they describe a people who have been humbled by life's circumstances. But despite that, they still surrender and trust to God's loving care. The Greek word emphasizes how our inner trust appears in relationship with others. It's a strength that no longer needs to dominate others. But the Hebrew words are us in obedience and accepting God's guidance. Greek is our relationship with each other. Hebrew is our relationship to God. We need to become meek both in this direction and in this direction. We're called to live with neither an inflated ego that exaggerates our own brilliance or a deflated ego that continually feels inadequate. Meekness isn't thinking less of yourself, nor is it thinking more of yourself. It's seeing yourself truthfully, neither inflated nor diminished. The meek person takes up exactly the right amount of space in the world. And because they no longer need to possess the earth, they receive it as a gift. In Proverbs, it describes wisdom, Sophia, as rejoicing over and inhabiting the entire world. For us to inherit and inhabit the earth is to be received into that same relationship with creation, seeing the world as a gift, a delight, a treasure, a home to be cherished. In the Gospels, Jesus only ever describes his own inner life once. In Matthew, he says, "Learn from me, for I am gentle, praus, and humble in heart." This beatitude, blessed are the meek, is autobiographical for Jesus. Blessed are those who become what Jesus himself is. Ignatius of Antioch knew how to move through the world in this way. While on his way to Rome to face martyrdom, he wrote about meekness, humiliation, humility, and non-retaliation towards others. And he said this: in response to others' anger, be gentle, be praus. In response to people's boasts, be humble. In response to their slander, offer prayers. In response to their errors, be steadfast in the faith. In response to their cruelty, be civilized. Do not be eager to imitate them. Let us show by our forbearance that we are brothers and sisters, and let us all be eager imitators of the Lord. As you think through this coming week, how can you walk through your week with a gentle grace? A grace that reveals meekness and strength of love towards others. I invite you to just simply close your eyes, relax into your pew, consciously allow your body to relax, to cease grasping. Just focus on your breathing. Just gently feel your breath in and out of your body. As you breathe in, say to yourself, "You have gentled me." As you breathe out, "I release my grip." You have gentled me. I release my grip. You have gentled me. I release my grip.
Peace of the earth be with you, the peace of the heavens too, the peace of the rivers be with you, the peace of the oceans too. Falling over you, God's peace growing in you. The peace of the earth be with you, the peace of the heavens too. The peace of the rivers be with you, the peace of the oceans too. Deep peace falling over you. God's peace growing in you. The peace of the earth be with you, the peace of the heavens too. God's peace, growing in you.
We come to the table that Christ prepares for all he loves. You, me, us, all. We come with open hands and hearts, willing to relinquish our striving, our self-efforts, our self-reliance. We come willing to receive all that Christ offers us, all he gives us, his body, his life, his heart, his power, his abundance. On the night that he gave himself up in love for us, he takes the bread, he blesses it, he breaks it, and gives it to his closest followers, his friends, and says, "Take and eat, and remember that this is my life given for you." And also he took the cup and gave thanks to his Father, our Father, and says, "This is the cup of the new covenant, my everlasting love poured out for you." Drink this in remembrance of me. Let us pray. Compassionate one, gentle one, we give you thanks for your abundant gifts. You emptied yourself out and did not count equality with your Father, our God, as something to be grasped. You allowed yourself to become like us that we might become like you. We come with empty hands and hearts, waiting to be filled with your gentle spirit. Amen. All are invited, all are welcomed. Please come to this table. And when you come, there are 3 commune stations for you to receive the communion. 2 on either side of the chapel, 1 in the center aisle. If you desire a gluten-free option, it will be offered at the organ side. When you come, a piece of bread will be given to you. You will take that bread in cupped hands and dip it in the cup and receive your communion. You may come and offer your prayer at the altar rails or at the candle banks. The table is prepared. The table is open. Please come and receive.
Thank you all for joining us this morning, for your presence in this space. I'd like to direct your attention to a couple of announcements that we have on the back of your bulletin before we depart this space. If you'd like a few more moments of silence and centering prayer, there will be a group that meets over here near the organ for a few more minutes of silence and centering prayer. So you are welcome to join that. Normally, after that, we would have a time of what we call worship response in the Anchor House, our retreat center here on campus. But during this time of July and into the very beginning of August, our staff takes a bit of a Sabbath from all of the staff-led activities, and so that will resume on August 23rd. So, just because we are not having worship response does not mean that you can't go and find time with friends and share what came up for you during the service this morning or what's going on in your life. So I invite you to find a friend and maybe go to brunch or breakfast because it's very early. Yeah, some people aren't serving lunch yet, but whatever feels right for you, the invitation is there before you. Also today in the Anchor House, one of our lay-led offerings, Soul Collage, will take place from 1 to 4 p.m. Sometimes Soul Collage has different themes where you're invited to explore. Today is what we call an open studio, so it'll just be free time for you to come and explore God's presence in a creative way. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, Cindy Serio, who leads this wonderful ministry, is here. I invite you to find her after the service and get the scoop. This Tuesday, the Poetry Circle will meet. That is led by Mark Joden. That also takes place in the Anchor House on the third Tuesday of every month. You are invited if you're a poetry lover or a poetry writer or would just like to meet new people. You're welcome. And last week I mentioned that we as a collective are reading Theo of Golden right now as our kind of summer book study series sort of situation. This is a book that Rachel read at the beginning of the year and declared it contemplative. And so therefore, we are inviting you to read it. And there will be a discussion there on August 5th if you're interested. And then lastly, or not lastly, I have two things. Our August Guided Silent Retreat is coming up on August 8th. Peter will be leading that using the lens of music and stillness and many of the practices from Taizé, France, as a guide for our time together. And so this is a really rich experience. If you've never attended a silent retreat, it is something. It is powerful. And we give you some prompts and some stuff to work with, but you're also welcome to just come and enjoy the silence. And then lastly, before we took our kind of summer Sabbath, we announced all of our fall courses and many of our upcoming important dates. And so there's a course catalog out on the table in the foyer, as well as a little index card with a pretty picture of clouds on it that has all of the things that we have on the calendar through the end of the year. So if you'd like to pick those up, if you haven't yet, I invite you to do so when you depart the chapel. So our practice here at the center is that the benediction comes from within. And so in these last few moments of our service, we invite you to sit and receive what God's good word for you is this morning. It could be a word or phrase, something that you heard in the service, or maybe it's a seed that's starting to grow that was planted in you weeks ago. So I invite you to take a few more moments and listen for that, and then you're welcome to depart.